Back in Bakersfield, California. So glad you could join us for the Napa Auto Parts 175. Derek Kraus, the 17-year-old driving the 16 car. He has won the last two races here at this track. The finale last year, the season opener this year. He's trying to make it 3 in a row. He currently leads over his teammate, Haley Deegan. This is the battle for fourth. Partridge holds down third. This is Rouse on the outside of champion Derek Thorne on the inside.
And you know how I know they're going at it pretty hard? You see those brake rotors glowing on the outside tire, especially the right front, but then also if we get the inside shot of Derek Thorne's car, you'll see it glowing on the inside left front. That means he's driving really hard right now, using up a lot of brakes. Oh, slides up a little bit in the Rouse's spot, got a little bit tight there. But, I mean, that's something that you don't want to do too long. You do not want to start having those brake rotors glowing lap after lap after lap, because that will eventually abuse those front tires, and especially with the tire situation we have here, Dave. You know, we have 2 brakes in this race, on or around 63 and on or around 125, and only 2 tires they're allowed to put on today. So what 2 tires do you put on? When do you put them on? And all that comes down to how you treat these tires now. So, I mean, this is something that you do not want to see as a driver, being really aggressive and very abusive on those tires, and having too much brake heat is doing that.
And that's part of the feedback that will happen with these drivers to their crews, right? Because the crew chief will see something, spotter will see something, but then you also have to say, did I see that driver, right? Yep. You know, communicate and find out, were you driving it that hard? Did you maybe flat spot that tire?
Exactly. That's all good info, and this is what we're seeing right here when we see those brake rotors glow is the info that he's getting from his spotter, most likely from his crew chief, from his team, and they'll be telling him, hey, you know, there's glowing pretty bright. Maybe we can put some rear brake bias in it. Maybe use a little less brake. Take care of those tires. He's really fighting hard here and trying to get by Rouse, but you know, I think that's just something that he, as a champ throughout this season, has learned the feel for what is correct. But right now, he has no championship implications, could be pushing harder because he knows that there's only one goal here tonight for him, and that's win.
99 of Cole Rouse. He is the most recent winner in this series just a couple of weeks ago. Here's Heather with more on the champion, Derek Thorne.
Coming into tonight's race, Derek Thorne actually told me that he believes his teammate, Ryan Partridge, is better than him. And he also said that's a good thing, because the goal is that they want to get first and second in the point standings for Bob Riccati, and also have their third teammate, Trevor Huddleston, get Rookie of the Year. Derek said his only job tonight is to take the green flag, and everything else that happens for him in tonight's race would be a bonus. But he did say, however, that winning the race and the championship in the same night would be pretty cool.
No doubt, Heather. And you know, maybe that's a good point, that he's trying to get by Rouse so badly because he wants to take that spot away from him or put pressure on him to help his team. You know, I think we see that in this series. Bill McAnally versus the Sunrise Fords. Yep. I think that's been a battle for many years now, and I think it's really cool to hear him being a team player like that, knowing he's got the championship and saying, all right, I'll go push these guys pretty hard if I have to and see if I can force them into maybe not being as good as they want at the end of the race.
His teammate Partridge is the next car in front of Rouse in the 9 car, and he came into this race 3 points behind Cole Rouse, so he's going to try to leapfrog him there and get behind his teammate, who has already clinched. If you're just joining us, only 18 cars in the field tonight. Derek Thorne in that 6 car had to finish 21st or better, so, and of course, Partridge or Rouse would have had to lead all the laps and, you know, win the race and do all that. So there was a mathematical chance. It wasn't big, but then the math didn't even work out.
I think he's throwing the math to the wayside
right
now. Just driving the thing. You know what's so cool about this racetrack? I know I said it before. Look at these two. Multi-groove. I mean, they've been running like this for what? 10 laps? 5 laps right now? Side by side, consistently running the equal lap times, essentially. I mean, this place is so cool because, oh, wow, Thorne got loose there. So he's been using that apron to help it turn. He's been de-wedging the car down there. But what happened there is with that lapper in front of him, he probably just got a little excited on the throttle, used too much of the apron and got pretty loose, and now he's lost a little bit of time. But it's just so cool to watch these cars go around here side by side like they have lap after lap. And I love the design of this racetrack.
Yeah, that's what the fans love, too. After Mesa Marin closed, it was about 7 years before the construction started on this track, if I'm not mistaken, and it was constructed to be a better showcase for short track racing in Bakersfield, California. Mesa Marin was great. It was high banked, it was very small, but it was kind of symmetrical, and it raced very differently than this one. Kern County Raceway Park has really been the showcase racetrack that Bakersfield wanted.
No doubt, and there's a big push throughout the sport right now to get more short tracks at the higher levels, and short tracks like this is what we need. This is a great facility, a great design, a unique design, and it puts on competitive great racing. And so this is the sort of place also where aero matters a little bit, but it's not to the extent of a speedway or a mile and a half. These are the places where it really comes down to the driver and the handling of the race car and being able to make those tires work and how well they protect those tires over the course of a run. And that's why I love this place. And there's also multi-groove. I can't get over that. Any place where they can go and run like they've run here, side by side or in two different grooves, and it allows you that option, is a great racetrack in my mind.
There's a gap now between...
Whoa!
Yeah, the gap between a driver trying to stay on the lead lap, that's Bill Kahn, and the leader of the race, the 16 of Derek Kraus.
That's never fun to see when you're the leader, by the way.
A car that
ill-handling right in front of you as you come upon them. You're thinking, oh no, come on. Really? This is going to happen right in front of me? Right as I'm leading this race? So that's always a little frustrating, but thankfully Bill got out of the way there and he's able to continue, no harm, no foul. So that's always a relief too when you get by that car and think, okay, hopefully I won't see him for at least another couple laps.
And as the leader completes 64, NASCAR will throw the caution for the first of two competition breaks here tonight. The other one should be around lap 125. And Kraus has established himself again, Parker, as the car to beat here.
He has, for sure. He's taken control of this race, and he's really fast late in that run, which tells me he's doing a great job protecting those tires.
We'll be